Most productive people on Earth don't use the morning routines you see online. They avoid them. Here's why. Let me guess what happened to you. You saw someone on social media wake up at 5 a.m., meditate, journal, work out, make a green smoothie, and conquer the world before 8 a.m. So you tried it. Day 1. You set 3 alarms. You felt like a warrior. Day 2. You hit snooze twice, but still got up early. Progress. Day 3. You slept through all the alarms. Back to scrolling your phone in bed. Sound familiar? Here's what's crazy. It's not your fault. You're not undisciplined. You're not lazy. The routine you copied? It was designed for someone else's brain, someone else's life, someone else's body clock. The answer to why your morning routine keeps failing will change how you see mornings forever. Because the problem isn't you, it's the routine itself. The lie we've been sold. Here's what the internet tells you. Successful people wake up early, copy their routine. Discipline equals freedom. Just do it. And if you're watching this video, you've probably tried. Multiple times. Maybe you even succeeded for a week or two. Then life happened. You stayed up late one night. You felt exhausted. You thought, I'll start again Monday. Except Monday never came. Here's why. You're trying to force your brain into someone else's operating system. Let me show you what's really happening. There are 2 versions of you we'll call planning you and morning you. Planning you lives at night. Planning you sets 5 alarms, plans a run, schedules meditation, and thinks, tomorrow I'll be a completely different person. But morning you? Morning you is a completely different person. Morning you didn't agree to any of this. Morning you just wants 5 more minutes. Here's the problem. Planning you designs routines for the person you wish you were, not the person you actually are. Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, knew this 2,000 years ago. Every morning he woke up and told himself, at dawn, when you have trouble getting out of bed, tell yourself, I have to go to work as a human being. Notice what he didn't say? He didn't say, I'm excited to wake up. He acknowledged the struggle. He felt it. Then he got up anyway. That's the secret. Your morning routine isn't failing because you're weak. It's failing because it's built on a fantasy version of you that doesn't exist. The truth that changes everything. Ready for this? There's no such thing as the perfect morning routine. There's only your morning routine, the one that works with your actual life, your actual energy, your actual brain chemistry. Here's what science shows. Some people are biologically wired to wake up early. They're called larks. Other people are wired to stay up late and wake up later. They're called owls. And here's the kicker, you can't change this. Not really. Your chronotype is genetic. Trying to force an owl to live like a lark is like trying to force a left-handed person to write with their right hand. You can do it, but you'll be fighting yourself every single day. A study published in the journal Sleep Medicine found that people forced to work against their natural chronotype experience higher rates of anxiety, depression, and burnout. Your body knows what it needs. Think about it. Have you ever naturally woken up at 5 a.m. and thought, wow, I feel amazing? No? Then stop trying to be a 5 a.m. person. The ancient Stoics had a principle. Know yourself, not who you want to be, who you are. You can't build a good morning on a foundation of self-rejection. Here's the new rule. Work with your nature, not against it. The exhaustion you feel every morning isn't because you're undisciplined. It's because you're forcing yourself to operate outside your natural rhythm. Now, I know what you're thinking. But I have to wake up early for work. I don't have a choice. Don't worry. I'm about to show you how to build a morning routine that actually works for your brain, even if you have to wake up before you want to. The 3 rules that actually work. Rule number 1. The preparation principle. Here's the truth nobody wants to hear. Your morning routine doesn't start in the morning. It starts the night before. Every difficult morning is the result of a chaotic night. Think about your worst mornings. What happened the night before? You stayed up scrolling your phone until midnight. You ate a heavy meal at 10 p.m. You went to bed stressed about tomorrow. You didn't decide what to wear or what to eat. Then you wake up already behind. Your brain is foggy. Your body is tired. And now you're supposed to meditate and journal and exercise? Of course it fails. Here's the rule. Win the morning by winning the night. Marcus Aurelius had an evening practice. Before bed, he reviewed his day. Not to judge himself, just to prepare his mind for sleep and the next day. Here's your night before checklist. Decide what you'll wear. Remove one morning decision. Prep breakfast or coffee. Remove friction from starting your day. Put your phone in another room. Remove your biggest distraction. Set 1 alarm, not 5. Trust yourself to get up. Go to bed at the same time. Your body craves consistency. Real example. My friend Tom struggled with mornings for years. Always rushed, always stressed. Then he started spending 10 minutes before bed preparing for tomorrow. Laid out clothes, prepped coffee, made a simple plan. Within 2 weeks, his mornings transformed. Not because he became a different person, because he removed the chaos. He told me, I used to wake up in panic mode. Now I wake up in control mode. Same wake-up time, completely different feeling. Tonight, before bed, do one thing to make tomorrow morning easier. Just one. Rule number 2. The minimum viable routine. Here's where most people fail. They build routines that require perfect conditions. I'll wake up at 5 a.m., meditate for 20 minutes, journal for 15, work out for an hour, make a healthy breakfast. That routine requires good sleep, high energy, 0 interruptions, perfect discipline. What happens when you slept badly? When your kid wakes up early? When you have an early meeting? The whole routine collapses, and you feel like a failure. Here's the fix. Build a minimum viable routine. Your MVR is the smallest version of your morning that still makes you feel human. Not perfect, not optimized. Just okay. Here's mine. 1. Drink a glass of water. Rehydrates your brain. 30 seconds. 2. Take 3 deep breaths. Calms your nervous system. 30 seconds. 3. Say one thing I'm grateful for. Shifts mindset from dread to presence. 10 seconds. Total time, 70 seconds. That's it. That's my non-negotiable morning routine. On good days, I add more. I meditate longer. I work out. I journal. But on chaos days, when I'm exhausted or running late or life is falling apart, I still do my 70 seconds. And here's what's magical. Those 70 seconds protect my identity. I'm still someone who has a morning routine, even on bad days. The Stoics called this the discipline of ascent. You can't control whether you wake up energized, but you can control doing 3 small things that signal to your brain, we're starting the day intentionally. One woman in our community said this changed everything. She'd been trying to do a 90-minute morning routine for months and failing constantly. When she built her MVR, just 5 minutes of stretching and coffee, she did it every single day. No exceptions. After a month, she naturally started adding more. But the 5 minutes? Non-negotiable. She said, I stopped feeling like a failure every morning. That alone changed my entire relationship with mornings. Stop for a second. Right now, Think of 3 things you could do in 60 seconds tomorrow morning. That's your MVR. Write it down. Seriously, pause this video and write it down. 3 things, 60 seconds total. I'll wait. Got it? Good. That's your morning routine now. Everything else is optional. Rule number 3. The protected hour. Here's the biggest mistake people make. They check their phone first thing. You wake up. Before your feet hit the floor, you're scrolling. Emails, messages, news, social media. Congratulations! You just gave the world permission to set your mood, your priorities, and your stress level for the entire day. Your brain in the first hour after waking is in a special state. It's called hypnagogia. You're between sleep and full consciousness. Your subconscious is still active. Your conscious mind is just coming online. This is when you're most suggestible, most creative, most vulnerable. When you check your phone immediately, you're literally programming your brain with other people's priorities before you've even connected with your own. Here's the rule: protect the first hour. The first hour isn't about productivity, it's about intention. It's about reminding yourself who you are before the world tells you who you need to be. The Stoics practiced morning meditation, not the kind where you sit in silence, though you can. The kind where you simply ask, what kind of day do I want to have? What kind of person do I want to be today? Here's how to protect your first hour. Phone stays in another room until you've done your MVR. No email, no news, no social media. If you must check your phone, set a specific time. Not when I wake up. Use that time for you. Reading, thinking, moving, breathing. Real example, a guy named David told me he used to wake up and immediately start answering work emails in bed. By 7 a.m., he was already stressed and reactive. Then he made one rule: no phone until after breakfast. Just that one change. Within a week, he said he felt like he'd reclaimed his mornings. His stress dropped. His focus improved. His whole day started differently. He told me, I didn't realize how much I was letting other people control the first hour of my day. Now that hour belongs to me. Tomorrow morning, leave your phone in another room, just for the first 30 to 60 minutes. See how it feels. The bigger picture. Here's what nobody tells you. Your morning routine isn't about mornings. It's about who you're becoming. Every morning you make a choice. Either you react to the day, letting it happen to you, or you respond to the day, choosing how you'll meet it. Most people spend their entire lives reacting, waking up stressed, checking their phone, rushing, forgetting, apologizing, catching up. But every time you do your morning routine, even the tiny 70-second version, you're training a different skill. Agency. Agency means I have control over how I start my day. The world doesn't control me. The ancient Stoics obsessed over mornings because they knew how you start shapes everything that follows. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "When you arise in the morning, think of what a precious privilege it is to be alive, to breathe, to think, to enjoy, to love." He wasn't being poetic. He was reminding himself, I get to choose my relationship with today. No matter what happens, I control my response. You're not building a morning routine to be productive. You're building it to be free. Free from reactivity. Free from other people's urgency. Free from the chaos that most people accept as normal. That's what's at stake here. Not whether you meditate or journal or work out. Whether you live intentionally or accidentally. Your next step. Let's recap the 3 rules. The preparation principle. Your morning starts the night before. The minimum viable routine. So easy you can't fail. The protected hour. Your time before the world intrudes. Don't try to do all of this at once. Just choose one of these to try tomorrow. Don't wait to feel motivated. Don't wait for Monday. Don't wait for the perfect conditions. Here's what I want you to do in the next 24 hours. Tonight, do one thing to prepare for tomorrow morning. Tomorrow, do your minimum viable routine, even if it's just 60 seconds. Protect the first 30 minutes from your phone. That's it. 3 tiny actions. Then come back and tell us what happened in the comments. Did the preparation principle help? Did your MVR feel doable? We want to know. You're not alone in this. Thousands of people in this community are redesigning their mornings. We're all learning that discipline isn't about force, it's about design. If this video helped you see mornings differently, hit the like button. Subscribe to Psychology of Success for more videos that actually change how you think. Remember, you don't need a perfect morning, you just need your morning. The one that works for the real you, not the fantasy version. See you in the next one.